Podcast, say peace. Welcome to Podcast Word for Today. Word for today is going to be demonstration. Demonstration. Like a presentation, showing some things, showing an example. Long, little, not really long, but I don't even really care to do like the little videos every week. So small little minutes since I did one, but a lot of shit went on in the world that it's just kind of a demonstration, an example of what I usually think or I feel is the case in the world today, where we demonstrate that we are really like selective in our outrage, generally biased towards anything that does not curate or supplement our narratives. And all too often, my people, like I always say, are easily distracted and on some bullshit. You know, I never will be a advocate or applaud people being hurt. Never. I never will say it's okay when somebody is shot. And even then, it probably really does depend, but just like attacking a person with deadly violence for things that they say, although even words can be disrespectful to cross to certain lines. Threats, stuff like that, I'm not an authority on what should be or should not be lawful, or a lot of people are not going to agree with everybody's, analogy of how an outcome should be when somebody is being verbally disrespectful. Physically, it's a little bit more easier to give a dissertation on, because that's somebody putting their hands to you, which is different, or spitting, or anything from their physical body to another person. I get it. But the demonstration of distraction with my people, like I said, the world could be falling. All you gotta do is throw some naked clothes on and go to an event and be a celebrity. They're gonna focus right there. All you gotta do is have a baby mama or a baby father that somebody don't approve of. They're gonna distraction right there. All you gotta do is just some bullshit that can go in the media, and then that's where the distraction goes. The demonstration of distraction, the demonstration of selective outrage, the demonstration of just this pea-brain ass, sheep follow syndrome that we exhibit all the time. Now, I'm no fan of the left or right politically. Always said it, especially as a mid-aged and now becoming an older man. I understand my thoughts on that. I take certain, I can see where certain conservative values will be a good thing. And I can see where certain conservative values will are like borderline tyrannical and not good. Same thing for liberal shit. I definitely can say that I charge a liberal perspective on certain things, because certain shit is just like either not that serious, or certain things like, why are you politicizing this? This is stupid. It's what somebody's choosing to do or believe, and it's not harming anybody. So I guess I know I do have a liberal perspective on some things, but I also can see the potential tyrannical outcome with a lot of these liberal views too, with the forcing your perspective on other motherfuckers. I get it. I don't fuck with it either way it go. I don't think either, blue or red state really has any interest in a truly free America. I don't. And niggas definitely don't. In my opinion, they definitely don't. But I will say this. The events that took place with the former president, now upcoming presidential elect, I'm not gonna say it's. I didn't celebrate it. Honestly, I really didn't care. I definitely didn't go, oh man, that's staged. That's fake. Because I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what it was. So theoretically speculating, let's charge the theory that for those who jumped right out the window and said it is fake, it's staged. Okay, even if it was, all of these people that I know personally that felt that this individual was a danger to, as close to a democracy as we can get. Because we all know it's really not a democracy. It's an oligarchy. It's the 1% versus everybody else. That's a fact. We live it every day. It's not a political opinion. We live it every day. But if it was staged, theoretically, at the very least, the individual is a martyr now. More people are going to go harder for this individual, like they did, harder than they did in January 6th, harder than they did then. So just jumping out the window and saying, "Oh, that's staged," or making light of it, that's not going to help nothing. If you feel this person is a danger to democracy, what do you think is going to be now? This is an individual who has said, even if just for one day I want to be a dictator, but that's not the original national function of America. It's not. But he said it, and you got people on these shows, different shows, the interview their followers. This followers is like, well, I wouldn't mind. I'd love to have him as my king or whatever. The whole premise of this country's history, background, our functions, how we run our economics, socially, everything that we got, everything that we do, everything that we claim to stand for in this country is against that. That is what the bloodline of this country is birthed off of that. Warring against what we saw as not us, the predecessors of this country, no matter what nationality you was, because Native Americans, black, and a whole bunch of mostly, we know whites fought in that war, right? That's right, they did. We wanted to be liberated from that sort of a political agency, the monarchy. We didn't want no parts of a monarchy. But now you have an individual who people feel is dangerous because he threatens all of that. Okay? A person who is so popular that a lot of you brainwashed sheep motherfuckers was willing to throw all your patriotic morale to the side to follow one man. Good or bad, follow one man. I don't really give a fuck that people think that way or whatever, but it's the fact that it's one man, and it's one man speaking out against what this nation is supposed to represent. Now I'm black, so what the nation is supposed to represent never was truly equally assigned to my people anyway. Written or unwritten, and at one time it was written, and now they just, we don't do that no more, but we just do other shit. So if it was, but we just do other, it's the same shit, but we just beat these motherfuckers up in the street and cut off body cams, and if it is body cam, as long as it ain't too egregious, or we can't just without a shadow of a doubt say that our agent, our operative of the state was wrong, then you'll get off with it. It's just another black person killed, man or woman or a child dead in the street. Nothing's gonna happen. More cases where nothing did happen versus cases where something actually did happen. Is Amber Geiger back on the streets yet? She probably is. For those who don't remember, the broad who walked in the man's house and shot him and said, "Oh, I thought I was in my house," and she was a cop. If she ain't, she'll be back on the street soon. So either it's staged, I digress. Either it was staged and he's a martyr, or it wasn't staged and somebody really tried to harm the dude. Either way it go, I see a lot of people, like I said, some people I don't know, celebrities, public figures who lean more to the left, or even if they are right, they openly criticize some of the stuff this individual has said. And if it was real, you got these people, which is really discouraging, especially the ones that I've known in my life. Like, oh, it's a shame. People are saying it's staged, and what people are saying about it, somebody's life was threatened, and we shouldn't be making light of that. Okay, I really wouldn't disagree with that on any form, on any level, except for you're talking to a motherfucker who is, well, not that they're talking to me. Let me change that. A person who is a black man in America is seen on Facebooks. I'm very sorry. I replied a little bit here and there on some things on Facebook, but not too much. But I went back into Facebook, just look and see what's going on now. Is it any different? Of course it's not. And I see this shit on some of the people I know. I know these motherfuckers, men and women, talking about prayers up for the. I don't agree with his policy, but that should never happen. Man, our people stay dying in the street. Stay dying in the street. Ain't too much prayers up. We got to do all that by ourselves. So, what's your point? What's your point, Tim? Why are you saying that? My point is, I see even motherfuckers I know are willing to show that much grace and compassion for a motherfucker who really don't give a fuck. Never mind the black thing. They don't really give a fuck about the constituency. Has said from out his mouth that if a person stole something out of the store, if I'm in charge, you can guarantee that they can be shot dead as they leave the store. Shoot a motherfucker while they're retreating. I don't know about the southern states, but where I'm from, that's against the law. A motherfucker who is champion destroying the Constitution, the very fragile set of laws that is set in place to kind of protect us from tyrannical shit. You motherfuckers up on here acting like they tried to kill Jesus again. And that's cool, that's your right, but I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. I'm not jumping for joy that somebody made an attempt on this man, but I ain't finna be all woe is me and saying little stupid shit on social media like, that's a shame, and you idiots are saying this thing. Man, people can say what the fuck they want to. Did I think it was staged when it came across my computer? No, I really felt like, damn, like somebody tried to get the dude. And that was the limit of it. I don't know that it was staged or what. I didn't even try to get involved with that mindset. But all that prayers up to Sonia Massey. Fucking conformist pieces of shit. Even more instilling, and I have been, like certain people that I know, I don't never hear from people as it is. My partners and homegirls, where it's far between, even family, like I said, I even talk. I might reach out, I might call normally because I want some information or something. If I can't get in contact with you, I just can't. I don't take that personal or whatever. Eventually, that's just how I work. I eventually just stop trying to get in touch with a motherfucker. Either I hear from them later in life or I don't. It don't really matter. The lone wolf shit really does not bother me. what does bother me is this follower mentality, like this weak shit that I see from people that I know. Like, it doesn't. I'm not by any measure saying that because what a person say they should be shot or attempted to be potentially lethally harmed. No. But this champion for prayers for motherfuckers who say nothing but verbally disparaging thing about everybody else but themselves all the time. When your people is slaughtered on a constant and you don't really see too much of that shit from these motherfuckers, certain motherfuckers, that's unnerving to me. I don't care how much material, property, whatever tangible in the secular world that a motherfucker could accumulate, that's great. We all want that. We all want comforts and better things in life. So nothing wrong with that. That don't make a motherfucker worth shit though. I'm noticing a lot. The last little thing I put up here, and I ain't put one up in a minute, just haven't, just whatever. But the last thing I put up here was more personal like changing what motherfuckers I know, and at least 2 motherfuckers I know that saw the shit, that know me. Yeah, the motherfucker, of course, not direct and definitely not aggressive. Motherfucker had to inquire, like, man, oh man, I was like, man, was you talking about this? I'm like, man, why is you see what's going on in the world, homie? Have you tried to feed your family off a limited budget in a week lately? Have you seen the gas prices, homie? Have you seen the arguments that's going on across the world? Have you seen it? Diverse, equity, inclusion, these issues. Have you seen it? Why are you calling me about some segment of a podcast I put on YouTube talking about, am I talking about you? Nigga, get your silly ass off my phone. Just like that. Come on, nigga, I don't got time for that shit. People out here suffering. I'm trying to not be a part of the suffrage and figure out an angle to where I might assist others in suffering. Why? I do believe that if I ain't doing nothing else, that's purposeful. So I'm like, nigga, you calling me about some goofy shit. I don't like that, except for the one time that I got the call and was like, yeah, but I was able to be like, yeah, nigga, I'm talking about you, nigga. That was funny. Yeah, I'm talking about you. That shit's goofy. Didn't I tell you it was goofy did I say get your goofy ass away from me when you? Yeah, but I just it's what? It's something gotta happen because of that. What? No, my nigga, man, y'all. I'm cool. I think I'm gonna just keep by myself. Conformist motherfuckers, suckers, and motherfuckers that buy into the very institutions that all my life I knew people. You were countered at, but because you got a piece of it now, maybe I don't know nobody's I don't pocket watch, and I don't know nobody's personal financial or equity situations. I don't know, but when I see shit like that, like that's a shame y'all making fun of that. Ain't no shame, motherfucker. Some people don't give a fuck. Just like that motherfucker and most motherfuckers like him don't give a fuck when my people is out here laid down by the agencies of America. They definitely don't give a fuck when they laid out by proximity crimes, because that's the scapegoat they use when the police and other people, agencies of the state do hurt our people. But what about what y'all do to yourself? Never talk about Southie, never talk about the crime in Appalachia, never talk about all the crimes go in Dead Valley, in these little white, like not so enriched areas, poverty areas. Crime on each other all the time. You motherfuckers are demonstrating absolute mediocrity. And that's cool. I don't fuck with it. I don't even like it. I definitely don't love it. And I'm just talking about it. But hey, Be down. Get down, my nigga. Get down. If that's how you gotta get down, get down. I don't really know what's gonna happen in this upcoming presidency, but you know, the current president, you know, not so well going. I have to admit, I didn't vote for the dude. I didn't vote for neither one of these motherfuckers, but I will continue to do the write-in candidate or whoever's on the independent tickets. You motherfuckers do know it is a couple other parties out there. I always say that. It is more than just the blue and red states out there. Well, those are the states that we all conglomerate, we all glom to and follow blindly, and we don't even try to step outside the box. Does that mean that an independent or a Green Party person would do better? No. Most of us have alternate understandings of how the country, the nation actually works as far as, or excuse me, in regards of who actually runs it, and we know it's the money. Whoever has the money runs it. But like a partner, at least the nigga was honest, like a partner of mine told me, hey man, this is how it is. Might as well participate, because that's what, you can't make no difference by just being the one weirdo, the one off that doing something different. I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to subscribe to it, but I do understand that notion. But after this event, you would think, everybody said, oh, it's time to talk unity and come together in those two parties. Politicians on both sides. Not as soon as this motherfucker was wrapped up, taped up, stitched up, whatever the fuck they did to this motherfucking face, as soon as he came back out, y'all niggas went right back at it with the divisive speech, divisive narratives, demonstrations of mediocrity, demonstrations that we cannot do it, demonstrations of a more scary notion, we may not be the greatest. We got certain liberties or whatever that other countries can only dream of. But we, even people who was against this megalomaniac movement, are now moving on to the table. Oh, he was brave. He was brave. I know a gang of niggas that got shot and stood on their 10 and still moved their gang, banked their shit, kept their head up, or was calm like, man, just give me time, it's cool. Man, y'all motherfuckers are disgusting. A motherfucker who said, let's come together, I want to be president for all of it. Okay, we're sure. Then went right back to, look at these motherfuckers over here, they can't do this. This current president drop out. Now the woman on the stage, which for optics, that would be historic if she somehow did win the presidency. But what beyond the optics is going to happen? I truly, begrudgingly, and hurtfully believe you politicians ain't going to never do nothing but talk a big one on that podium and then go home and get that paper. They passed a law to make it to where you can tip public officials for their endorsement. That way we can't say that you're being bribed. You motherfuckers moving the goalposts in favor of y'all underhand practices. It's getting worse and worse every year. They do it every year. Every time it's time to vote for a law or an individual into office, they move the goalposts. Nobody paying attention to that. But let's sit up and talk about how, I guess, naked Remy Ma and Lil Mo was at the BUB-IT Awards. That's important. Man, we are really lost. We are really lost. I don't agree with everything to say, but shout out to brother Dr. Umar Johnson. Shout out to him, and any brother like him, whoever brother, whatever. Shout out to Rizza Islam. You goofies are some goofies, and I'm talking about the people I personally know. I done seen a couple of them. I believe in getting away from what the fuck individuals, get the fuck away from individuals that just are not going to be conducive to anything positive in you. Or if you're, in my case, if my energy annoys these people, that's not fair to them. It's like I said before, I might always be the toxic individual. I don't understand how could you have a bleached face as a black woman and a soda and straight weed talking about what black men did and how black men are counterparts to white systematic white supremacy. Bitch, if you don't, well, we is toe up as a people. I guess it is what it is, though. The goofy, you know who you is. Obviously, you've seen the little thing. The goofy, yeah, you're goofy. I'm glad I told you was goofy. I'm glad I told you I was talking to you. It's action at whatever. Folks I know, whether I talk to you often or not, you motherfuckers sending these sentiment tears that the former president got cracked on. But I don't really never see you say nothing about when our people constantly getting cracked on. Conform on. Obviously, I mean, and it's cool. We just ain't in line no more. Do your thing. Conform. Sit at the table. Join the party, nigga. I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it. Not mad at that. It is disturbing to me because I got love for my people, and I don't ever talk to my people. But I got love for every last one of y'all. It ain't but like 7 men and 4 women. That's not really blood family that I consider my people like that. But hey, man, it ain't cool. It ain't cool what happened, but it also ain't cool when some unarmed, regular citizen, black, Hispanic, white, Asian, whatever they are, get cracked on by an agent of the state. That's more important to me than a motherfucker who actually out there talking shit. Talking shit. And then somebody get at you. But yeah. Living the life of an individual whose circle really is smaller than a dot. Man, I'm cool with that. I'm real cool with that. You know, unity has went out the window immediately. As soon as this fool killed death from getting bust on, these two parties is right back at each other. Neither one of these motherfuckers doing nothing for the actual nation. Everybody is saying what they will do, and the boy get on there and lie all the time about his accomplishment. Just lie. And a lot of the right just be right there. No, he did do that, but it's public information that he didn't do. But I don't want to see two motherfuckers try to out-dimension each other. It's two old fools. Hey, try to get some young blood in there, I guess. But if we end up marching to a Fourth Reich, a new motherfucking dictatorship, all you suckers. Revolution is behind the 8 ball if that happened. Ain't no revolution. Champion this motherfucking monster if y'all want to. The Central Park 5, I believe they did it. If not, they did something. Them niggas went through some horrible shit in prison and was exonerated, innocent, proven innocent. This motherfucker doubled down. Sort of like the half-breed boy Drake doubled down on us being some slaves. Anyway, BUB-IT Oddcast, I guess say peace. BUB-IT Oddcast word for the day is demonstration. As Americans, we are demonstrating chaos, willing and voluntarily involvement in chaos. We've always had disregard for each other as fellow countrymen. There is really the patriotic, and it's nothing patriotic. Tribalism is bigger than you ever seen it before. It's nothing patriotic. I just looked at a series called The Man in the High Castle, scary shit. Civil War was boo-boo. I read Civil War was trash. I looked at Civil War, that was trash. I couldn't even make out what was going on. Just motherfuckers popping at each other. Like who's who, what's what, why, you don't know. Worst shit is online if we don't get together. In this America, we won't. We gonna be too busy paying $95 for a head of broccoli in the next couple of years. But we'll say. We'll see. Anyway, BUB-IT Podcast say peace. BUB-IT Podcast word for the day is demonstration, and we are demonstrating supreme low-end scumbaggery and mediocrity. Is my opinion. Agree, don't agree, I don't know. But if we lucky, it'll get better. But I don't think it will. But peace.
I should get a 30 for 30, a segment of Oprah, Eleanor,